Hi, thank you very, very much for joining us here today as we listen to our teams. And today I have with me none other but Demonte Steele. Demonte, what are you going to share with us today as far as this big, nice, nutritious nutrition banner here?
Well, just give you some tips, nutritious tips. Like, you have to eat fresh fruits and vegetables daily.
Fresh fruits and vegetables daily, okay.
You need more whole grains and nuts.
Okay, like those good
For
old
your body to
pecans.
function.
Those good old pecans that you've been trying to get from me. Okay,
Yeah.
what else?
And you need more fiber in your body and less refined foods.
And what else?
And make breakfast your biggest meal. This is very important to get your body going and ready for the day ahead.
Okay. Now, on behalf of this fiber and less refined foods, why do we need more fiber in our diet?
Well, the reason is to help with your bone structure, how you move, how you think. And AKA refined foods or AKA junk food, you don't need that because it slows your body down, adds weight to your body.
Now, for those individuals that don't know what AKA mean, I know what it means.
Also known as.
Okay, great. Like you were saying that when it comes to fiber, what it does, it helps our body to have bowel elimination. It assists in us not getting constipated. And we all should be on a high fiber diet, but a low calorie diet.
Yes.
And most of us, we do it reverse. We have less fiber, in other words, low fiber and high calorie.
Yeah, that's how I was until my mom taught me the benefits of nutrition.
Wow, I love your mom. Yes, indeed. And as far as this refined sugar, refined food, that comes in all kind of shape, form, and styles.
Chips, ice cream, honey buns. Most of the stuff you can get at a convenience store.
Yeah. Plus your different supermarkets. You are absolutely correct. And like you were saying, you know, on behalf of the refined food, what it does to our body, it causes, especially white sugar, it causes our bodies to end up with bone marrow loss and bone density loss.
That makes your bone fragile.
Exactly. It does indeed make the bone fragile. A lot of people at an early age end up with osteoporosis. And the reason they end up with osteoporosis is because
they're not getting a lot of fiber and too much refined food, junk food.
Exactly. You are so smart. I know you're a straight A student in your school. Is that correct?
Mostly.
All right. Yes, indeed. And and then exercise. We do exercising as well as eating properly.
Eating properly,
you don't have to worry about osteoporosis.
Yeah, you need more than just good food and a healthy diet. You need to take your body out.
Exercise. I guess I got a special for you before the day is over.
Okay.
We'll deal with that later. So this looks good here. Tell me what you got here. What you got going?
Well, we're just gonna make us a smoothie: strawberry bananas, with a little bit of vanilla almond milk.
Okay. I'm going to move this out of your way. Okay. Let me ask you this. Okay, does it matter what name, brand of milk you use?
Not necessarily.
I always get what's on sale.
Yeah.
I always get what's on sale. But as far as the milk itself, now this particular milk, this is vanilla flavor almond milk.
I like vanilla and I like almond milk.
Okay.
So.
And when it comes to the almond itself, the almond is the king when it comes to nuts. It's the king of nuts, almonds are. And in addition to that, soy milk is good as well. We can use soy milk, for our shake. And instead of cow's milk.
Yeah.
Why should we not do cow milk or homogenized milk?
Well, because cows basically you don't know what they eat. They milk can have anything in it.
Yeah,
So,
that's true.
and when you use nut milk, almond milk, you know that it's made with almonds, not cows.
Right.
So
In other words, nuts.
that's a safe haven there.
Right, a safe haven. I love that. Exactly right. Almonds, which of course is a nut. And we dealt with right there, grain, whole grains, eat more whole grains and nuts. Yes, indeed. Another thing about the cow milk, homogenized milk, is that it doesn't come from a plant. It comes from an animal. And we really need to concentrate on getting off of animal products and byproducts, because unfortunately most of those animals are diseased. And when it comes to the milk, for instance, cow's milk or homogenized milk, unfortunately, I'm not saying this is all, but there have been reported cases of cows, when they milk the cows with the electrical machine,
Yeah, it can.
pus and blood come out in the milk.
And that's what I'm saying. I'm not telling you to get off of cow milk, because some farmers raise their cows, they milk them by hand, some of them. So, and then another thing about cow milk is it has this whole filling in it that fills you up.
Yeah, but it's still
Feels
not.
thick.
It's still not healthy for us.
Yeah.
It's still not healthy for, even if the farmers get out there and match those bags themselves.
Still pus
Yeah.
and blood comes
Yeah,
out.
in most cases, yeah.
And sometimes
I'm
people don't
pretty
for
sure
it.
that's why throughout the years that I have been lactose intolerant, since I think around about 10th or 11th grade, and that's been years ago, well before you was ever born. Yes, indeed. So what you gonna make for us here?
Well, a strawberry banana smoothie.
Okay. How much sugar you gonna put in it?
None.
None?
Yes, ma'am, none.
Is it gonna taste good without sugar?
Of course.
How's that?
Because fruits and vegetables have their own sugar inside of them.
All natural sugar.
Yes.
Yes. Whereas those that has diabetes can partake of it, but of course to do it in moderation, you know. They can partake of this healthy smoothie. Okay?
Yeah.
So let's get
Well,
to
let's
it.
get started.
Okay.
Okay, need you to hold that for me.
Okay, just lay it right here.
Now, we have strawberries. Well, we're gonna use half the bag, but it doesn't really matter how much you put in.
I think you can just kind of pour it over. Okay, maybe. Okay, that should be enough. That's just 4
Now we're
ounces
gonna
today.
get us some bananas.
Okay. And when it comes to strawberries, strawberries is the second most antioxidant fruit that we can eat. And antioxidant, what it does, that should be enough. What it does, it helps to fight off infections and different diseases of our bodies.
But now I'm gonna add
Yeah.
some milk.
Okay.
You don't want a lot.
No.
You kind of have to balance it out with how much fruit you have
Okay.
and
All right.
your container.
Okay.
So I'm gonna put it just a little bit above.
Okay, that
Right
ought to get
there.
it. You think? You can always add more to it
Yeah.
if you need to.
I'm gonna put the
Make sure
blender
this
back
top
on.
is this lid. I've only used this one like twice. Okay.
Okay, now I'm gonna press blend.
Okay. All right, that's looking good already, Monte. Okay.
Now I'm gonna put it on liquefy.
Okay. That looks good. Okay. All right.
Get that out for you.
Let me. Okay.
Okay. Here you go.
Whoa,
You
that
think
looks
that's enough for
good.
you?
I think so. I might come back for seconds. Hold on. Ooh, this is good. Hold up. Let me wipe that. Monte, this is good. This is sweet. No sugar.
No sugar at all. Just the natural sugar.
Frozen bananas, frozen strawberry,
vanilla
almond milk,
and just any old blender.
any old blender. That's good. You should try this at home. Monte, do you eat a lot of sweets? Cookies,
Yes,
cakes,
I'm
and
not
pies?
going to tell a story. Yes, I do.
Oh, well, you
But-
know what? Okay.
But I have to keep a healthy diet. So after I do eat a lot of sweets, but I also eat fruit, vegetables.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you know what? For those that don't particularly care for fruits, right here they can have their fruits.
And it doesn't even taste like fruit. It just tastes.
It doesn't taste like fruit.
It just tastes like. It actually just. I like tasting sweetness. Just
Good. Taste strawberry sweetness.
like strawberry candy. Trick they kids into thinking it's drink.
Audience, make sure you check it out and make some at home for yourself. Like
Sure is good.
teenage Demonte Steele has made his. Good.
Would you like some more?
I would. I didn't want to be greedy. We're going to save some for your grandmother. Okay. All right, that's good. Got to save some for grandma. Okay. I don't want her to get angry at me.
Well, here go her cup right here, just in case.
Oh, you've already poured her
Yeah.
up. Good.
I have
I tell you
to
what,
make
go and fill her up to the rim then.
Yes, I will. Yes, I will.
Because you know what? If it wasn't for grandmama, you wouldn't be here on this show. Okay. Save some for Lady Walker. Even though she got some, but she didn't get no food
Yeah,
cooked.
she ain't.
All right. What time is it now?
Breaker time.
Is it breaker time?
Breaker.
Breaker time. Going to take a break. Hi, you are watching Listen to Our Teens. And in addition to Listen to Our Teen, please join us every Saturday morning at 10 a.m. and then again Tuesday evening at 5:30 on behalf of our second show, our Rainbow Kids Corner. Please join us. Thank you. Hi, we are back from our break, and prior to going into the break, Demonte Steele, he made for us healthy smoothie. And that was smoothie without the sugar, but yet it was so sweet, nutritious, and delicious. And now Monte is going to share with us a Bible story. Demonte.
I'm going to be reading out of Uncle's Author's Bedtime Stories. The name of the story is Man's First Home.
Okay.
Okay, let me get started. The Lord God planted a garden eastward in Eden, and there he put the man whom he had formed. Did you ever plant a garden? Did you ever plant a garden?
Yes, indeed. I do community gardening. I do gardening in everything, all the produce that I, reap from the garden, I give it to the needy.
My
love
grandma's
doing it.
tomatoes are amazing.
And your grandmother does gardening too, because she put hers on Facebook. It looks so good.
She plants mints, all that.
Yeah.
How exciting it is to sow the seeds, then watch the little plants grow, and finally gather the crops or pluck the flowers. But when God planted our garden, it was different. He didn't need to plant seeds. As the great creator, he could say, I want a cluster of giant redwoods here and a grove of cedar birches here. And they appeared at his word. He called for a hill to be covered with pines and another with oaks, and it was so. He called for a valley to be carpeted with yellow buttercups, another with scarlet I'm just gonna skip that. Another with sweet smelling hyacinths, While
That's a flower.
While everywhere through the meadows he summoned the little white daisies, and it was so. All the earth was beautiful then. There were no deserts, or marshes, or bare rocky crags. Everywhere was breathtaking loveliness, but there was one place more beautiful than it all. This was Eden, the garden that God planted, man's first home.
All right, that's wonderful. The first garden was Eden, E-D-E-N, which indeed was a beautiful garden because God himself planted that garden. Demonte, I really appreciate that. Beautiful story.
It just warmed my heart when I read it.
Wonderful.
Because I got a passion for gardening. My grandma actually got me into it.
Okay, so let me ask you, what all do you plant in your garden?
Well, my grandma, she started me off with tomatoes. She
And by the way, excuse me, what's your grandmother's name? I want everybody that's watching us and listening to us, I want them to know your grandmother's name.
She's none other than Carolyn Steele.
All right. Yay.
You can look her up on Facebook, see how all her plants that she planted. It's just amazing.
It is indeed wonderful. I've seen a lot of her gardenings that she's done, and
most of the time she grow what she like to eat.
Wonderful.
Basically.
Okay.
We tried to grow some broccoli, but it didn't come out too well.
Really? I've never tried broccoli. I've tried.
And the thing about broccoli is, I really don't understand it, but when I be seeing it in the store, I be seeing these big, huge broccolis, and then from my understanding, they cut off the top of it to make the little broccoli. I think that's what happens. I think that's how broccoli is made. It grows, and then giant broccoli, then smaller and smaller, and then we eat the smallest of it all.
Okay. Well, you know, in a supermarket, you can purchase them two different ways.
Cut or whole.
Yeah, cut or whole.
Personally, I like whole.
Prefer
the whole one.
I prefer the cut because and even though pretty often I buy them whole, but whole, unfortunately, you got to carve it.
We don't
because
carve, we just put it in the oven and.
Oh, you bake your broccoli?
Well, my mom do sometimes, but my grandma, she put it in stir fry, and then we eat it with this Parmesan fish.
Okay.
It is so delicious.
Okay. Well, I take my broccoli when I buy it whole because the stalk themselves, they're pretty tough. They got, I can't explain the inside of it. And the bottom line, you got to trim that from around it.
One day I'm going to try to eat it. I'm just going to try to eat the whole broccoli.
Really? And then a lot of people at their different social gatherings,
people don't
they
understand.
use, raw broccoli, raw cauliflower.
That's another thing. People don't understand how amazing, how tasty, how flavorful fruits and vegetables can actually be.
Indeed. And you're, how old are you?
13.
But you know what? You have the mind and the thinking ability of an adult, a 33-year-old. Because I have to admit, confession is good for the soul.
You're pretty smart.
At the age of, thank you, but I'm an old woman. Thank you. But at the age of 13, I did not eat broccoli. I did not eat Brussels sprout. I didn't know what Brussels sprout was.
That's one thing I'm not going to eat, Brussels sprouts.
It does have a offensive smell, but it tastes good.
In my earlier part of life, I couldn't stand broccoli. I just couldn't. I couldn't stand cabbage. I did not like cornbread. I did not like spaghetti. I didn't like noodles until I got old enough to realize that you eat what you can. And so I started eating broccoli. I really started liking broccoli when my grandma first introduced me to some broccoli stir fry with some peppers, some peas still in the pot. It was
You making me hungry just listening to that.
And then she gave me some Parmesan cheese fish. I don't know what kind of brand it is, but Well, and then she gave me these, I think it was yeast dinner rolls, and it was amazing. It was just amazing.
Okay.
That's when I really started liking broccoli, and ever since then.
Well, I was good and grown. As far as I can remember, when I first started eating broccoli, I was grown out on my own. Cauliflower, I was real grown because let me tell you, my thinking, the way I saw cauliflowers.
Just another type of broccoli.
I saw cauliflowers as those are white brains. BRAINS. Because they,
I can't
when you look
stand
at
cauliflower.
them, they really look like brains.
And then they're so white.
But I love them. I love them. I most of the time I would mix them together, the broccoli and the cauliflower together, and load it up with a whole lot of onions and.
I understand. Like, well, it's even some vegetables I just can't stand.
Really?
I don't like cauliflower. I don't like.
You don't? Have you ever tried it?
Yes, I did, and it didn't have no flavor to me. And so I looked in it and I saw broccoli. I was like, okay, take that out, eat the broccoli, throw the cauliflower away. And then the smoothie we made earlier, which was very delicious. When you first told me before we started the show, it's gonna be bananas in it. At first I was like,
Oh, really? So you don't like bananas?
But after we actually made it, and well, I wasn't just gonna not drink it, cause I was thirsty, and it was amazing.
So you really drank the smoothie because you were thirsty?
Yes.
Well, I'm glad that you was thirsty, and as a result of you
Overall,
being
I liked
thirsty,
it anyway.
Yeah, but because you were thirsty, and I think a little bit of it you wanted to satisfy Miss Gant too, and I'm appreciative for that.
And another reason, the reason I say, well, I used to love bananas, but then one time the banana looked good and ripe on the outside. I opened it up and bit it, and in the middle, like, it was like this, and then in the middle was like a long strand of black stuff. And I said,
it was
no more.
It was a disease. Well, there was a disease banana.
I was like, no more bananas to me.
Well, I'm glad that didn't happen today. But you know what? It is time for us to take a break. We're going to take a break, but please hold on because we will be right back. Hi. Thank you for joining us here at Listen to Our Teen. And in addition to Listen to Our Teen, our mother show, we want you to make sure you join us on that particular show. It airs every Friday evening at 6:30 and then again Saturday afternoon at 4 o'clock. Focus on natural health education and community development, Inc. But make sure you join us here as we listen to our team. You are watching Listen to Our Teens, and Demonte Steele is here with me, and we've been sharing various things. He shared with us a story about the very first home and the very first garden, that is. And in addition to that, dealing with nutrition and things, some of the foods that he disliked. And Demonte, if you will, tell us on behalf of some of your activities. You're only 13 years old, but you are a very, I can't really say manable young man, because sometimes you get under my skin, but you are respectful.
Yes,
you are respectful, very respectful, and you are a very intelligent young man. And I'm very impressed with that. Between your mother now, she and I are going to team up together and really, really help you.
That sounds bad.
But tell us some of the things that you like doing, some activities.
Just anything. Okay, so sometimes when, I'm not going to say a boring day, when I just want to get out, and my grandma is always there, and when she feel like it, she ready to go. So, like, even just going to the supermarket, going into the stores, like when I say, what is that? She just tells me what it is, like the fruits. And like I saw this, I think it was a star fruit. I didn't know what it was.
Oh, yeah.
And it had all these bumps, and I'm like, Grandma, what is that? It doesn't look right. It's like, well, that's a star fruit.
That's the kind of orangey, yellowy looking.
Yeah, it looked like it had like a thick layer of skin on it.
Yeah, I've had star fruit twice, but both time I had it, they were not sweet. Are they supposed to be sweet?
I guess so.
Well,
People be
mine
putting them
were
in
never
smoothies.
Huh?
People put it in smoothies.
Huh? Oh, well, neither time was mine sweet. They were terrible. And they're pretty expensive, so I'm not going to spend my money on that again.
My grandma, she took us to the reservoir, telling us all about all the
Different animals, sea creatures.
the life, just the basic forms of life in a reservoir that helps to make the reservoir. Like what keeps the reservoir clean, the water clean. The people who sculpt the reservoir. Basically just tell us what the reservoir actually is, what it really is.
Where it derived from and that sort of thing. And all.
And then my grandma is just always there for me. I'm thankful for her.
Wonderful. I know you are.
My mom, she takes us places too. She's really a go-getter woman because she's out and about.
What's your mother's name?
Lisa Marie Harper.
Oh, right. It's Lisa Marie Harper. Okay. And your daddy?
Damien Steele. They probably watching me right now.
Oh, all right then. You know, I've known your father since he was a little boy, much, much, much younger than you. Yes, indeed. And some of the things you like doing, I know you made mention of, you like to, I think you said ride your bicycle.
Yeah, I like to riding through the woods.
Oh, okay.
I like to be around trees, animals.
Okay.
One time I made a mistake. My mama was scared because I was hiking through, I guess you can call it a stream, and I was just sitting by the bank, and I ended up falling asleep reading a book.
Oh, okay, okay. And you did say that you love to read, and you like reading good books. Wonderful, wonderful. We are out of time. Thank you very, very much for joining us here today. And please continue to watch us every day. It's not every day, but I will let you know.
Listen to our teams. We're trying to promote this.
And listen to our team, Demonte. Listen. Point your
You never know what a
to our teams, because we don't know what's on their mind if we don't listen.
That's like the most hardest part of your life, the most exciting part of your life to me.
Yes, indeed. Thank you for joining us. Have a good day. No, break is over. It's over. It's over.